Hi, coming to you with a haul from Swapmeet this morning. Got up quite early, about 5 a.m, and headed out to our local Swapmeet, and these are the pieces that I found. Hubby came with me this morning. The first piece here at the back is a print. The lady I purchased it from told me that it was a advertising print that was run by the company, and this one is marked number 91 of 250. They were apparently a series of 4. This is the only one that she had though. It's been professionally mounted and framed. So I grabbed that. I thought the subject matter was really lovely with the lady. And from the same seller, I actually purchased this watercolour, which again had been professionally mounted and framed, which I think is always a nice thing to look for because you think it might be something good because of the way that it's been framed. And this here watercolour is signed by Gunther Wagner. I haven't heard of the artist myself. I did a quick bit of Googling, but I haven't been able to find anything specifically about the artist. So if anyone has any information about the watercolour artist or about this limited edition print, I will be doing more research later, but I've literally just got home from Swapmeet and wanted to film this haul before the pieces got spread around the house. The next 2 pieces I got, which you can see on both sides, are these Star Trek mugs. The first one is Data, just over here, and this is a Ferengi Quark. My husband actually loves Star Trek, so I grabbed those for him. Here, each of them came in their original box with their certificates, and they are by Applause Inc. My husband's been collecting Star Trek for years, and he's never seen them before, so he was very excited to see something different. I grabbed those. They were actually, the late seller was asking $7 a piece, and she took $10 for the pair, which I thought was pretty good. The next non-jewellery item I got, or the last non-jewellery item, was this Parker pen set, which I actually picked up for my husband because I knew that he would like it. The seller I purchased this from has had really nice high-quality items before for good prices. They're her own personal pieces, and she purchased this set when she was in Italy. And she said her and her husband had purchased 2 sets and that she just never used hers, and that's what this was. And it's actually got the original paperwork inside. Oh, I'll just pop that down there. With 2 brand new refills, and they've not been used. And I thought they were lovely just because they were in a nice box. I thought my husband would like them. It's actually a fountain pen and a pencil. And she gave me also a new leather case that you can put the pencils inside. But then my husband's a bit more of a sleuth than I, and he opened the fountain pen and saw that the nib of the fountain pen is actually stamped 18 karat gold. So she did say that it cost a few $100s when she purchased it, and they haven't used it. So he was very excited to see that they were 18 karat, and he'll be keeping them for himself. So I won't be able to pass them on to anybody else because they're for him. Next, it is jewellery. So I got quite a few pieces of jewellery this morning. Not as much as I have in other weeks, but they're nice pieces, so I'm happy with them. The first piece I got was this bracelet. It's got a natural stone in the front, and it's made from brass. It's got a really interesting clasp at the back. These pieces are hard. They can be reproduction pieces, modern pieces made to look old, or this can be an old one. I'll have to do a bit more research on it. I think this is a horn of some description. But for $1, it was the last piece of jewellery I purchased for the day, so I thought, well, for $1, that can come home with me. The next piece of jewellery I found was this little sterling silver cage charm. It's actually marked 925 inside the top of the bail. I've had a few of these before in my collection. It's like a little cage that opens up, and there's currently a little bell ball in there, but you can buy those volcanic little beads that you can put in perfume and then hang them inside, or essential oils, and then you can use them like as a scent little bauble, and that was $1. I then found this piece, which is an onyx and sterling silver pendant. This was in a lot of junk jewellery, and it was actually not on a sterling silver chain. It was on just a little fake chain, but I saw a very small stamp here at the top, 925, and so the seller wanted $1 for that, so I took it. The next pieces I found were this pair of earrings, stamp 925, little sterling silver earrings, nice filigree work. These were $3, more than what I would normally pay for earrings, but I liked those. I thought they were pretty. And I found this sterling silver little S with cubic zirconias. Again, it was stamped $9.25, more than what I would normally pay at $3 for a small pendant, but it's a family member's initial, so I grabbed that so I can give that to them. This piece here was a good find for the weight of the silver and for the stone that it is. It's a nice big stone. I don't think it's malachite, but it is a natural stone. Clearly stamped $9.25 on the bail. Quite heavy. Needs a good polish, is really dirty. But spin around. The chain itself is stamped $9.25 as well. So I paid $10 for this piece, but I think for the weight of the silver and the quality of the chain, it was well worth it for $10. That's probably my most expensive silver piece this morning. Then I found this sterling silver bangle, which is stamped $9.25 here on the back. And that was $3. I found this sterling silver pendant, which is sterling silver and mother of pearl. Had a few scratches on it, and it was really dirty, but the lady wanted $2, so I thought, well, for $2 I'll grab that. This is probably my favourite non-silver jewellery item. It's actually a natural shell, or a genuine real shell, and it's been carved so that it can be worn as a ring. And I really love this piece. I don't often get drawn to shell jewellery, but I just really like this. I think it's really nice. It was $2, a nice big statement ring. And yeah, I just thought that was really unique. Then, so that was all the silver and non-silver jewellery items I found. And then today I actually found 2 pieces of gold, which was good. This little pendant here, the seller knew that it was gold. She actually told me, I was looking at jewellery and she said, oh, this one's gold if you want it. And I was debating whether it was a letter L or that it might actually be a golf club. And it's got a couple of little diamond chips in the front. Stamped 9 karat gold on the back. And I weighed it and it's actually 0.9 grams of gold. So about $18 or $19 in scrap. And she wanted $5 for that, which is quite good. And then the last piece I purchased was this. And it was in the very first, well, I wouldn't say the last piece I'm showing, but it was actually the very first piece of jewellery I purchased today. And this woman had so much jewellery all bundled up in a big box. And I pulled this piece out because the jewellery, the chain was really fine and the setting looked nice. I had a quick look on the pendant when I was at the lady's store and I couldn't see anything. But I'll grab this and show you. It was actually the clasp that made me think that it may be gold, because of how tiny and fine it is. And normally, when you've been doing this for a while, you see the sort of standard size of these parrot clasps, or this circular clasp, are slightly bigger when they are on the faux jewellery, and they tend to be smaller for gold. And then I couldn't see a stamp, but again, I asked the lady. She said it was $1, and I thought, well, for $1, I'll look to see if it has a stamp when I get home. I brought it home. It was actually knotted. It had 3 or 4 knots down it, so it wasn't kept in nice condition. And when I got it home, got the loop out and found that it was 9 carats. So this actually weighs about 2.8 grams, which is close to $50 in 9 carat gold. And yeah, I paid $1 for it. So that was probably my best score for the day. In saying that, the Parker pens were actually a really good deal, and my husband's still doing some research into what they are worth, and we still have these 2 pieces that are really unknown as far as value. So yeah, that was my haul for this morning from the Swapmeet. Thank you so much for watching. Please comment if you have any information on those 2 pieces at the back, or any information about the pens, even if you know anything about those. And please subscribe and share with anybody else you think might be interested. Thanks again. Bye.